Hey Scruffy, how are you? Okay, got a few meows there. So I have the last of your gourmet cat food. So it's the turkey and turkey liver. So I hope you enjoy it, because yeah, that's all there is. So this is our normal dinner time, so not early tonight. Not late either, but okay, well, let's get your food, okay? So water. Okay, so let's change the water. There's actually quite a bit left here. So the weather started heating up, but it wasn't too bad today, but it's going to get worse the next few days. Let's put your new water in. So we're not done yet. Okay, so let me sit in the chair, okay? So that's funny. He came to me when I wasn't ready. So I need to talk about what happened last night after I stopped filming. So I went inside, cleaned up, and yeah, had a quick dinner, but I was planning to come back out here so I could water. And to keep the house cool, I opened some windows and there's another patio door, which you've seen in the midnight videos. So I opened that door, and as I was getting stuff ready to go out and water, I think Scruffy actually came to that door, and I think he meowed. I don't know, I was not in that room, so I might have been hearing things, but I thought I heard a meow. I wasn't able to go immediately to check it since I was still trying to get all my stuff together so I can come out and water. But eventually came out, and then he saw me from down on the deck. So when he saw me, he started coming to the screen door. And then I wasn't sure what to do since I needed to go out and water, so I slowly started opening the door, and then he kind of hesitated, backed up, or stopped, and then yeah, he started taking a defensive posture and started hissing. And you saw this, I think, in the last midnight feeding video, basically that defensive posture, and he kind of goes back and forth between hissing and meowing, but he keeps his distance. And so I needed to get a few things, bring him out, and there's some stuff on the side. So I needed to kind of move around the deck a little bit to get everything, and yeah, he didn't like me moving around, so he backed up even further and did more hissing. And then eventually he retreated back over here, but I had to come over here because this is where the hoses are, so, or the nozzle, or the spigots for the hoses. So I had to scare him even more by coming this direction. So he kept keeping his distance, so he didn't seem to appreciate me being out here, even though he seemed to kind of want me initially if he did meow. But yeah, he's pretty indecisive about me being out here, except at dinner time. So only at dinner time does he seem to be kind of happy to see me and want to interact with me, and then every other time he's kind of terrified, and at the same time I think he's hoping I'll do something for him, but I don't know what. I'm assuming it's food related, but I don't even think he knows, maybe. So I started doing some watering, and then he disappeared. So I didn't see him the rest of the night after that. So one of the things I did have to grab on the side was a shovel. So I think it's a few months ago I showed footage or a picture of plants that were trampled. Never did figure out what caused the plants to be trampled, but basically they were knocked over and uprooted in a couple places. And I tried to basically reroot them and keep them alive, and they've survived somewhat for the last couple months or whatever it's been. But I noticed the other day 2 of the plants looks like they lost their rooting. I'm not sure if something knocked them over again, or if it was just because I did a poor job rerouting them. I think it was probably just a poor job, but I don't know. So I needed to get a shovel so I could try to dig a deeper hole and replant them. One of them was looking pretty bad. The other one looked like it was hanging in there, so I think one of them will survive. I'm not sure about the other one yet. They seem to be pretty hardy. They seem like, as long as they touch dirt, they seem to like be okay. It's kind of a interesting plant. I don't think they really have deep roots. I think they just need their trunk or whatever it is to be in the dirt to get some moisture and nutrients, and they're good. Because I actually have a small sprout of those. Actually, I have a couple of them just kind of growing, but one of the weirdest ones was there's like a gap in the concrete. There used to be like a little wooden divider between 2 slabs of the concrete, and that piece of wood had completely rotted away, and so now there's just a big hole between the 2 pieces of concrete. Well, somehow that plant, like a little branch of that plant or something, took hold inside that little crack, and it's basically just been growing straight up from the crack, and I don't think it's rooted very deep at all, and I'm surprised that thing's growing, but it's been doing it for years. So hardy plant. So I wasn't sure how Scruffy would react tonight, but I think he seems okay. So he doesn't seem to hold a grudge from last night, being scared by me coming out and watering. There's a bite there. So we're getting close to food time. So I didn't see Scruffy most of the day. I think I saw him very early this morning. He was half under the table, I think, again, so he was partially sunbathing. The weather's starting to heat up again, as I mentioned, so I don't think I saw him the rest of the day till now. Actually, no, I take that back. I saw him an hour ago. He was lying out on the deck, and yeah, he was, I think, waiting for me. Looked like he was still sleeping, kind of sleeping, napping though, so he wasn't waiting yet, because we were still a little bit before dinner. But I think he actually caught a glimpse of me, but I wasn't ready to feed him yet. I had things I had to do, so. So I actually had a pretty busy day today. But yeah, let's get Scruffy his food first. Okay, let's get your food. Try not to throw up. So I got up a little bit early again. Just hoping to get more sleep. But yeah, I couldn't go back to sleep. So I got a bunch of things done in early morning. And so then I decided to go for a bike ride. So the weather looked like it was going to heat up throughout the day and not cool down. So once again, my best bet was to go as early as possible, but I actually didn't hit the road again until late morning again, so it was still better than going in the afternoon, but I had to deal with sun intensity. But it wasn't too bad. It was worse than 2 days ago, but it wasn't as bad as, say, last week or the week before that. So I got to the park and they closed the pedestrian entrance again. So they did that like a month ago or something like that. Last time they had a sign that explained they were doing some work on the trail. This time they had no sign, it was just closed. And so I assumed that meant we'd have to use the vehicle entrance again. Didn't have any signs marked this time, so whatever. I mentioned though, yeah, they reopened they reopened a couple of the free lots now. So I think people are starting to come back to the park. But yeah, the lots are still pretty empty. But yeah, I do have to worry a little more about vehicle traffic now. So I got to the exposed hillside and I decided I'd do it because it looks like this next week is going to get really hot, and so this is probably my last chance to go up it for a while because I think it's going to be too hot in the coming week. So kind of did my standard route. So it's an okay ride. I think my time was about the same as last time, so so I'm at least consistent there. But yeah, last time I was mentioning, for some reason I seem to be going slower. At least maybe it's in my head. I don't know. I think usually I'm a couple minutes faster at least, maybe 5 to 10 minutes faster. But I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the route. I don't know. Probably should keep a log, journal or something, but yeah, not that important. It was hotter today, so I can use that as my excuse. So after that, I got back. And I think I mentioned, yeah, I ran out of milk, and so I needed to go grocery shopping. And actually wanted to go to Costco. I've been wanting to go back to Costco for a bunch of things. So I decided I'd do that today since was running kind of early. So it turns out Costco had a whole bunch of things I've been waiting for to go on sale. And so I didn't notice them in the coupon book, but I've been waiting for a while. So yeah, they were, when I was actually going through the aisles, I said, hey, this is on sale. I better grab it now. And so I actually spent a lot at Costco today, stocking up on items that I've been waiting for a while. So I think yeah, it's been one of my most expensive trips to Costco in many months. So one thing I didn't expect to see, but yeah, I'm kind of needing is a protein powder. It was, I think, $8 off, and there were exactly 2 left, so I bought both of them. And because yeah, last time I ran out of protein powder, I wasn't able to get it on sale. This is actually a different brand than I normally buy. So I forgot the name of the brand. This one, usually when I see it at Costco, the only flavor they have is cookies and cream, and I'm not a big fan of that flavor. I found, in general, chocolate is the best flavor to get for most of these things, because most of these things, they're using artificial flavoring to try to imitate flavoring, like cookies and cream or vanilla or whatever they claim to be. And usually these artificial flavorings are pretty terrible. And I found that of all the artificial flavorings, at least chocolate's kind of passable and not disgusting. So I tend to opt for chocolate, just kind of as this is the one they will at least mess up. So so this brand usually, yeah, actually I think I've only had the cookies and cream, and I stopped buying it because I didn't like it. And so this is the first time I ever saw the chocolate there, and it was on sale. So I said, well, I'll chance it. Like I said, usually chocolate's the one you don't mess up, or at least it's the one you're least likely to mess up. And I'm skeptical it's going to be any worse than the brand I usually buy. So let's see, I needed some dishwasher detergent, and so that was finally on sale. So I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, there was a really good YouTuber that recently put out a video. His channel is Technology Connections, and he did this really awesome video on dishwashers and how everyone's using them wrong, basically. So basically the bottom line is dishwashers is designed to wash in 2 phases. So there's a pre-wash and a regular wash, and you're supposed to put detergent for both. And so if you see your dishwasher, there's usually 2 panels. So one's closed, one's open, and you're supposed to fill both trays. And with the advent and popularity of the little packs or pods or capsules, people are not putting detergent in for the pre-wash phase. And because of that, dishwashers can't clean as effectively. And so he demonstrates basically this by showing you exactly how it works. And so basically the bottom line is you got to put detergent in for both phases. And if you do that, then you don't even need to rinse your dishes, because dishwashers are actually really good at their job if you use them correctly. So I have all these pods, and I realized I needed to get regular detergent for the pre-wash phase. Okay, folks, I guess Scruffy's not sticking around again, so I'll call it a night. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.